Hello, Snacks and Zacks. Welcome to your Pep Talk onboarding process. My name is Pepper, and here with me is my good friend Zach. Nice to eat you. Nummy, nummy, so tasty. Hello, Andre. Hello, Jay Hill. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to your onboarding process. Are you prepared for your onboarding process here at Pep Talk Incorporated?
Hello.
Zach here is he's my unpaid intern. Don't mind him. Yeah. He's the unpaid intern, but he's going to be assisting with this checkup today. Can I have your first name, middle name, last name, third name, fifth name, triangle name, and also your social security information and your credit card number, please, and the three little numbers on the back. This song has moaning in it. Excuse me. Hang on.
What?
I chose a song from YouTube's audio library, and I kind of just like, I searched up spring because we're getting close to spring, and the weather has been a lot warmer lately, which is nice. And I just found one. And I was like, this sounds good. I listened to it for like 10 seconds, and now I'm listening to more of it. And every like 20 seconds, there's just a girl going, and I don't. Well, that's part of our stream now, I guess. That's part of our podcast today. Yep, there it is again. I heard it. We as Pep Talk Incorporated, we operate here in the basement of this area. This is our break room where you're not allowed to play pool. You're not allowed to touch the pool board. You're not allowed to use the whiteboard over there. You're actually not allowed to sit down. It kind of sucks, but you know, them's the rules, and you better follow them. How's everybody doing? Zach, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. JL says, oh, well, of course my numbers are. Yes, good. We have a new redeem that I thought of literally like 10 minutes before the stream started that I thought could be good for the Pep Talk podcast from here on out, to just like add another little bit of interest and joy and fun times to it, which is the Would You Rather redeem, which will probably, I mean, like, if Jodi wants it on her stream, she can, but like, me a burpee. Fast forward right now, it's gonna be on just the Pep Talk streams. It is let's see here. It is a Would You Rather redeem, where if you redeem Would You Rather, then we will generate a random Would You Rather question using a website and answer it, and maybe that could become an interesting prompt or like topic of conversation for the podcast. Yes, indeed, yes. I'm making sure it's all set up correctly. So, Zach, what have you been up to in this past month? Because the last time we did a podcast episode was apparently exactly a month ago, which I know was your birthday.
Yeah.
Now it's a month later. It's episode 8, and we have a girl moaning in the background.
Well.
Exciting, right?
Funny you should say that, because this last month I went to had a few appointments. Went to a strip club. And,
so that's what that music is.
Yeah. Let's see what else did I do this past month. A lot of like cleaning up. Got to reset my PC. Been working on my branding a bit.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you want to talk about that, but like I was able to assist a little bit with Zach's new stuff. What?
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I was able to help Zach with some of his new branding for one of his new brands. I helped make him a like profile picture sort of thing, or just like a drawing that he commissioned of me. Do you want me to put it on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
I can't find words today.
That's okay. That's what happens when you do a podcast and what's required of you is words.
Yeah.
That's how that works. Um, let's see.
I cannot find where it's a.
That's okay.
Yeah, Pepper did my profile picture.
I did. I was honored to help to draw our good old Zacharoni here. Let me pull up the image. I'm not gonna get over this random moaning in the song. It's really funny. It's just there sometimes. It's not what I thought it would be. Like, I searched up spring because I was hoping for like a like, I don't know, a spring themed song, and then I guess this is what we're getting.
Someone enjoys the spring way too much.
Yeah, really.
A little bit.
There it is. Look at this. I drew a Zacharoni head in a certain art style. It was not my usual art style, but Zach wanted to get like one from this certain sort of visual appearance. So it was neat, kind of being able to experiment with a different art style and see how it felt and see how it worked, and kind of like make this image for him.
Yeah.
It's cool. Hello, welcome to the stream, Slavic. So Slavic, oh my gosh, you've been there for Jodi's streams. I am Pepper. I am the other person that streams on this channel. Hello, I am Pepper. I know you mistook Jodi for Pepper for a little bit, but no, I am the Pepper. OMG, hello, how are you? I'm pretty good. I'm Pepper. Hi. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for stopping by the podcast. And then we also have a secondary version, which is bearded Zach.
Intern.
This is our unpaid intern over here.
Yeah.
Slavic says, "Oh hi." Oh, the audio thing's happening again, Zach. I think we're good now. Maybe, I don't know. Oh nope. Nope. I can hear. It's bad. Zach's been having some microphone trouble, so apologies for any of that happens this stream. Slavic says, "Oh hi, I mistook you for Jodi before." Lol. Yeah, I know that. Like, apparently on Jodi's stream, you were like, "It was nice to meet you, Pepper," and then you DM'd me the spaghetti recipes and not Jodi, which I think is kind of funny. There you go, Zach. That's good. I don't normally reply to DMs from like people that I don't know personally, so you can feel free to send that sort of stuff in the Discord server if you'd like. Yeah, you actually sent me the spaghetti recipe instead of Jodi Lamau. Yeah, that's okay. I appreciate a good spaghetti, though. J.O. says, beard Zach makes me think of a gnome. Gnome Zach.
Gnome
Zach. But yes, hello everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's been doing well since the last podcast episode about a month ago. So I do want to let everyone know that there's not a Sunday driving or a guest for this episode because of just, I mean, like, I think several of you know how busy February was and kind of how hectic it was. So I haven't had the time to really make a Sunday driving episode. But that stuff will still be going on. But just, I hope you're okay with it not being here for this episode. I think there's also a degree where I've been kind of overworking myself with the Sunday driving, or at least I was, to the point where it was just kind of taking up a lot of my time in a way that I think was a little bit more unhealthy. So I'm gonna kind of like spread it out a little bit more in a healthier way. J-House says, just put a red hat on top and you'll see it. You sure of it? Yeah, it did seem a bit hectic. Hope you're feeling okay now. I am doing a lot better. Things are still a little funky. I'm still in like the recovery mode. But like after everything, it's been getting a little bit better. I don't think the hecticness is over because starting, I believe on the 14th, my Grandpa Mike actually is going to be moving in here, which I'm not thinking that that's going to mess with streams or anything, but it is going to mean that like behind the scenes things are going to be a little bit hectic for me, which I think still Jodi has been like doing. Oh, microphone. I think Jodi has been doing like an amazing job of helping with that and like doing her own streams, which isn't even because of like what like it's been going on in the background. That's just because Jodi wants to stream, but it has been very helpful to like just have stuff still coming out while I've been a little bit busier. Um, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like, I think we all kind of know the stuff that's happened to me the last past month, which is, I don't remember if it was before or after the last podcast episode where my kind of grandmother passed away, and now my grandfather had to get his leg amputated since then, and then my other grandfather has to move in here, and I was sick, I was on my period, my medicine levels were low, my estrogen levels were low, my what else, my medication keeps giving me incorrect readings, my blood sugars have been crazy. It's been fucking exhausting. So it's been a bit rough, but as of right now I think things are pretty good.
A bit rough.
A bit rough. It's been a bit rough. Yeah. I was reading a little bit more of the chat. Snacks, one of you should try to redeem the Would You Rather. We can see how it goes. We can see how it feels. If you want to have us do a little bit of a thing. I'm gonna put that right up there. Right there. A little bit of a thing. Maybe we'll get a question generated for us and see what happens. But yeah, this is our first segment of our Pep Talk podcast for today, which is the How You Been segment, which I think we've kind of gone over pretty significantly already, but we have 9 minutes left of this segment. I like how scary of a sound effect that was. Trade sweets to Would You Rather. There we go. Thank you, J Hill. Thank you. All right, let's see what our question is. Our question is, would you rather have an extra finger or have an extra toe? Oh my gosh. This should be up here. I don't know why it's not.
WELP since I sent you the recipe, here's the money for the spaghetti.
Thank you so much, Slavic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That helps us survive. That helps, like, Jodi and I make it through everything. So maybe I should go, like, up here. Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you so much. That's also going towards us eating the world's hottest chocolate, which should be fun. Thank you so much for the support. It means so much to me. I really appreciate it. Genuinely, like, that is going to put food on our table. So thank you. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you. Yay. So, yes, the would you rather question is, would you rather have an extra finger or have an extra toe, Zach?
Can I contribute?
What?
Can I contribute to this?
Yeah.
I feel like an extra toe would mess with your balance. I want an extra finger.
Wait. There's Jodi.
Hello, I'm here.
What are you doing on the desk again? Were you slurping?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you're always
You know
slurping.
full well I was.
You're always slurping.
I was slurping you. You knew that was
It was
what I
me?
doing. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No problem, says Slavic. Thank you so much. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I'd also probably go for an extra finger. Because I feel like it'd be less, like, in the way. Whereas having an extra toe might make shoes hard to wear. What if the finger or the toe is coming out like the back of your hand or foot, and not like in a normal finger or toe place? Slurping that bone juice, hell yeah.
Me too. And the reason why is to mess with Phasma players.
Oh, how would that work?
Because Inappropriate has six digits.
I see. So you're gonna go specifically to like people who play Phasmo, like Phasmophobia gamers' houses, and then just like put like handprints everywhere?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that mean if you have 6 fingers in real life, when you die and you become a ghost, you can only become a Nobake? Or is it like anyone can become a Nobake, but it means you will have 6 fingers in the afterlife?
I don't know the rules.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, no, I don't know either. It's not really yeah, you are the unpaid intern. Slavic says, Also, since I found out about you from the YouTube ads, I thought I'd give back some of that money just so you'd feel like you spent a bit less. That is actually so sweet of you. Thank you so much. It has been, like, the whole purpose we put ads out is kind of genuinely as a, like, a gamble. So, Jodi and I have not much money. We very barely scrape by, and we sometimes don't get all the food we need, or we had the housing issue a bit ago, and we were able, I had a family member who was willing to give me something specifically for ads only. And I was like, okay, I'll put this in ads. If it works, then hopefully maybe some of the new people that stop by are interested or willing to donate, and that can like go into us further having a little bit more of an income here. So that is actually like really meaningful to have you do that. Thank you so much. So far, it hasn't really produced too much more income than we had before, in terms of like donations and stuff like that, but it's still been amazing to meet a bunch of new people, including you, Slavic, even though like that's been more so Jodi meeting you. I'm happy to meet you now as well. It's nice to meet you. Handshake. That was me handshaking you. So yeah, I really appreciate that. I hope you liked the ad of me choking Haru. I hope that was good. I hope you like the weird moaning girl in the song. I'm not gonna get over that. I just can't get over that. Like why I'm surprised that's part of just like the default YouTube like audio library. But that means it has to be allowed on YouTube. So like if I didn't find this song on YouTube, I would have been like, I wonder if this is okay. But it isn't just on YouTube, it was promoted by YouTube as a song to use. So so soon I'll get money, then I'll pull a Music Man and throw a fat wad at you. Only if you're able to or want to. Remember, any money that you donate is hugely special and important to us and like helps us a lot, but also I care about all of you having money and being able to survive as well. My survival is important, but so is yours. So like, don't give it if you can't, or if you don't want to. I changed my screen size by accident. Slavic says, nice to meet you too, finally. Yeah, that ad was great, lol. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm glad you liked it. I'm the goofy goober. Jodi's a goofy goober, but I'm the real goofy goober because I say come sometimes.
Pepper's the goofy goober that made me become a goofy goober.
Yeah. That's why she's under the desk. Hi Gwen, welcome to the stream. Forgot how hands work. Yeah, I don't know how what is a hand. Have you seen my other clips? I think they're also quality. Like how I didn't know how I played tic-tac-toe very, very smartly. What was that silly pepper moment I had the other day, Jodi?
Oh shit, what was it?
It was like yesterday, right?
Oh yeah, I don't remember what it was. Shit.
I don't remember. It was just me having like a not knowing words thing.
It was very silly, but I wish I could remember what it was. Oh.
Yeah, I don't remember. I have a lot of pepper moments where I just autism. Where I autism. Gwen says, damn, your podcast desk is so clean. Thank you. I cleaned it once and then never touched it, so it's okay now. Full of thick bitches, Lamau. Hell yeah. These are some of my characters. Right there we got Molly. Over there we got Lychee and Skya. Yeah. I'm jamming out to the hentai music. In any case, we are reaching the 25-minute mark, which means we can move on to the media chat segment, which is the next segment, which is like 20 minutes. And it's just talking about a specific piece of media that is on our minds. And we do have a specific piece of media to talk about because since the last one, we watched Phantom Menace. We showed Zach Phantom Menace for the very first time. Dun-dun. Dun-dun.
I was enjoying Schwarping. Stop it.
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Jodi's here.
I'm here.
Dun.
So, yeah, we watched Phantom Menace. Of course, Jodi and I have seen it before, and we showed it to Zach, who has never seen Star Wars up until when we started showing him Star Wars a few months ago. So now he has seen Phantom Menace for the first time, after seeing the original trilogy for the first time. How did you feel about it, Zach?
Oh, I liked it. I liked it. Didn't you say it was like one of the worst movies?
It is widely regarded as one of the worst Star Wars movies, yes.
Yeah.
The worst one.
I think it's bad.
The one that everyone agrees is the worst one is the next one we're going to show you.
I don't think... I've never heard that until you told me that.
Really?
I've only ever heard Phantom Menace being the worst one.
Really? That's interesting.
I've heard the prequels as general being not called good, but people in my, like, sphere have widely regarded the first one as the bad one, specifically because of Jar Jar.
I mean, Jar Jar isn't even, like... Jar Jar's bad, but he's not, like, my big problem with... He's one of my big problems, but he's not, like, the big problem for me.
Okay.
In Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Slavic says, I love your OC so much, though. Hi, Jodi.
Hello.
You like my look? Thank you. This is one of my looks. I have several other looks, but they're not really available on Pep Talk streams. So keep an eye out for those on other streams, because I do have other forms that I take. JL says, alright, I found out there's an extended and fixed version of the sequel trilogy, but they're in the form of books. I found this out as my brother brought it home from his program. I always thought people enjoyed the second, like, quite a bit. Yeah, see, I haven't really heard about people not liking the second. I remember liking the second, but I don't know. That's the one where, well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but, like, with the place Camino, right?
Yeah.
And I always like that stuff. I don't know. We'll talk about that next time.
We'll talk about it next time, because there's a specific thing I wanted to say about it, but, like, it makes more sense if we wait until
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, today we're talking about Phantom Menace. So,
Yeah.
Zach continues with his, and like this time, I don't mind. Zach continues with his very interesting media takes. I like hearing your takes on media, Zach, because they're very, I think, alternate, I'll say. What?
Alternate?
They're very alternate because you have very different media takes compared to other people, I guess, like the average person. Because most people really hate Phantom Menace. I think I am like about it. I don't think it's god awful, but it's also not great or anything.
I disliked it less than I have in the past, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
Like, when I was a kid, the politics shit bored me, and now I kind of think the politics stuff is like the best part of the movie, albeit still not great. It's like, oh, I understand the machinations now.
They are no longer an enigma.
Yes.
Yeah. The politics of the prequels are the most interesting thing of the prequels, and also the things that have the most potential, and also I think lost some of the most potential.
Yeah.
But like I think that's another thing we'll get into as once we've maybe finished the prequels.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have now watched Phantom Menace. Did you have any particular like moments you liked or disliked?
I really like the race part of it. What do you call them?
The pod race, yes.
Yeah. I really like that part of it. I felt like that part went just a little too long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Like,
Apparently, so I actually, speaking of the pod race, I saw a thing where apparently there was a little segment that was cut where, do you remember that guy that made the really funny noise as he crashed and exploded? That was like,
yeah.
apparently there's a little segment where before that happens, they show him having a wife and children. And then, like, they grieve his death when that happens. But that part isn't apparently in the version we watched, but, like, just for such, like, an extra little guy who just got, like, blown up and screamed, like, in a frog alligator voice, to have a whole segment where he has a wife and, like, kids and a family.
I sure hope I don't blow up in a race today.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's really funny.
I'm one day away from race retirement.
From race retirement. I am no longer going to be competing in NASCAR.
That reminds me of when I was playing Dishonored
Oh, yeah.
on the birthday stream.
Uh-huh.
And I spent like 10 minutes talking about a random NPC.
Oh, yeah, making up the lore about the guy that was, like looking off the side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. That was fun. JL says, and the first different color lightsaber that I have a story for when we get there. Yes, we will get there. Slavic says, you guys Star Wars fans too? So, Jodi is like our resident Star Wars nerd.
I hate Star Wars, but I love Star Wars.
I have like just a passing enjoyment of Star Wars, as in like I'm the average Star Wars enjoyer, I guess. And then Zach has never seen Star Wars, so we are like the full spectrum of Star Wars audience. I've seen a majority of Star Wars, and it's not like a hyper fixation for me or anything, but I think I'm a fan of it, but I'm not like, I think like a nerd. Like you can ask me a lot of questions that I'd like know the deep lore of. Whereas I think Jodi is a little bit more in that area. So yeah, you kind of got the whole range here. This is gonna, we have on each of our episodes for the past, I don't know, maybe 4 podcast episodes, we've had a segment specifically where we talk about Star Wars, like a Star Wars segment, which is what we're doing now, because what we're doing is we are showing Zach each and every Star Wars movie. We did the
Zach has never seen any of them. He never knew.
This is the part I always got to bring up. He didn't know who Chewbacca was. He had never heard of Chewbacca. So we showed him the original trilogy, and after each movie, we did a podcast episode and we talked about it. And now we did the original trilogy, and now we've watched the first of the prequel trilogy. You liked the pod race, and I've remembered liking the pod race in the past as well. I remember enjoying that part.
I find it boring.
I will say, I think it might be because you've tainted me a little bit, Jodi. It did feel a little bit more boring this time. Hey, give me a burpee.
You're so fucking cute. Fuck.
Thank you. Don't lie to me.
I'm not. Be nice to my girlfriend, goddammit.
Do I have a girl voice?
Yes.
I'm gonna be crushed by that for a while, I think. Unfortunately. Slavic... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna... Slavic says, my friend used to love Star Wars. I really like Star Wars, but not as much as he did. Rests in peace, him. Did he pass away? If so, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Zach.
One thing I found very interesting is they called baby Anakin free throughout most of the movie, which he wasn't free.
Yeah.
He was just bought.
And I think that's some of the interesting politics that I wish they went to a little bit deeper, which they kind of do, but like they could go much more into it. I wish it was the main focus rather than like a side focus. Like the idea that like basically like what Zach's getting at is that the whole thing is they free Anakin from being a slave to that floaty bat elephant dude, Watto?
Yes.
To Watto. But what ends up actually happening is then he just goes into training to be a child soldier. So like, is he really free, or was he just was he just taken by the government?
I mean, you technically bought his contract was given to Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the contract after that. Like, was it like continued to be held? Did they? Is there still like a slave contract for Anakin as he grows up, or did they just like get rid of that and like tell him he's free while still doing everything they end up doing? I don't know, but either way, we do like, you know that he becomes Darth Vader. You know that now. You don't know what happens to make him that way, but you will find out over the next couple movies. And we can kind of see hints of just the weirdness, and like the weirdness that the prequels go into is like how the Jedi are kind of funky actually, and they do it good but also not, and I once again, that's something we'll talk about more later.
Yeah, it's something that needs to be more explicit, I think.
Yeah, and not like explicit, not in the way of like, oh, it needs to be more obvious, we need a handhold, but
like,
more
it was obvious, but like there's a lot of people who, including a lot of leftists, who watch Star Wars and somehow don't understand, or who watch the prequels rather, and somehow don't understand that part of the point is that the Jedi made the bad shit happen.
Yeah. Slavic says, it's actually why I started to watch other VTubers, because I used to watch him because he was a VTuber in his free time, but he also was a friend IRL, so yeah, now you know my story. I love the channel so far, though. I'm really glad you love it. I am really sorry that happened. It seems like you had a good friendship with this guy, and I'm sorry that this is what ended up happening. Also, I may be behind on my own VTuber knowledge. What is VTuber? Do you mean like graduated VTubers or something? I don't know. Girl
VTuber?
Girl VTuber? Maybe? I don't know.
No.
Also, I think Jodi, did you ever ask Slavic for pronouns?
I don't believe I did.
Slavic, what pronouns do you use? Just so I know I'm referring to you correctly. Yeah. I always try to ask everybody in the audience, or every new person.
Make sure you
becomes
bring
part of
more
the audience.
maca next time.
Part of the audience. All right, see you in a burb, Jay Hill. Thanks for being here. See you in a burb. Bring more maca.
So since we're talking about characters,
Yes.
The original trilogy had two characters that were obviously the comic relief
Yeah.
of the entire movie. R2D2 and what's the cool one?
C-3PO.
Yeah, that one. And they played the part very well as being comic relief and however, this one introduced a new character.
Jar Jar
Meant
Binks.
to be comic relief. Yep.
Okay.
And you could tell that they were trying to make him funny.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you try to be funny, you're not funny. Like,
Yeah, it was very kind of, I don't know, Looney Tunes. His character was very Looney Tunes.
it's very intentional.
Yeah, yeah,
And
too
when
intentional.
you're trying to intentionally be funny, you can see right through that.
Yeah,
Like they did the comic. They tried to make him the comic relief throughout the entire movie, and it failed every time. To the point where like it just got to be a character that, at least I feel like you could take that character out of the story, nothing would change
yeah,
throughout the movie.
yeah. He didn't really add much other than like the whole thing about being able to go to whatever, I don't remember the city he's from. Joy, do you
Yeah.
know
The city that
Jar Jar Binks is from?
Did we ever actually learn the name? don't
I think
remember.
so. Well, whatever. Like the whole thing, the main part he contributed to the story, besides the jokes, I guess, like the main thing he contributed to the plot, is the fact that they can go and get are they like Gungans? They were able to go get the Gungan people to raise that army. But like there are many other ways they could have got that to happen. But they had him be a character that kind of was not really terribly important, besides having the Looney Tunes behavior for a while until that point.
Feel free to spoil, but is he only in this movie or is he in the?
He is.
He's in 2 and 3, but he's not.
You're interrupting me,
Sorry.
Jody.
He's in 2 and 3, but he's
But you're
not
still
very
doing it.
important in them.
I was like, well, he's in, and then Jody's like, he's into a 3. Freaking Jody.
Yeah. Do better next time.
Jody really likes Jar Jar Binks.
No, I don't. Fuck you.
I've been fucked. But yeah, no, he is in 2 and 3, but he like is like an extremely minor character.
He does do something very important in 2, but he's still in very little of it.
Yeah. Slavic says, they, them, but I don't mind he, him too. I just don't like she, her, because I'm AFAB, but I never felt like a girl, so yeah, they, him is my preference. Sounds good to me. If I knew how hands worked, I would put my thumbs up right now. Slavic says, I feel bad for Jar Jar Binks' actor because he got so much hate online. Basically, he got cyberbullied online.
That's true. Justice for Ahmed Best. He was not the problem here.
Yeah.
The writing was the problem.
So that's something, Zach, that like, you know how when a big franchise is big and then like they make
As opposed to when big franchises are small.
Yes. You know when there's a big franchise and people really like it and then becomes a beloved thing and then a while later they like make another thing in it, but because of how it's existed for a while and become kind of an icon, people end up being a little bit weird about any changes or differences. One of those was people hated Jar Jar Binks, and I think that's I think you can not like the character, and I think you can hate the character even, but people were bullying and harassing and just attacking the actor for Jar Jar Binks.
Also, the actor for Kid Anakin, who, like, he was a fucking kid.
Yeah, that especially. Like, he was just a child.
Like, leave Jake Lloyd alone.
Yeah.
Come on.
And he also, like, didn't he, like, give up acting after that?
He
was
did, yeah.
Because he literally, like, an 8-year-old or whatever got bullied so hard that he decided to never act again. Sad stuff. Welcome back, J Hill. By the way.
Reminds me of this is a story my grandpa told, but like there's an actor who plays as the villain in most of the Western movies, and people hate him in real life. They call him they treat him like a villain,
I see.
and he's like you realize those are movies, right?
Yeah.
And people still harass to this day.
And I know that happened with other characters, like, or other actors for characters too. Like, if you've ever seen Game of Thrones, I know that happened with Joffrey.
Yeah.
Who
also gave up acting after being
really?
Yeah, Jackie Gleason. He also gave up acting after
it's
being like,
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slavic says, I hate when actors get hate for a role they play. Like they're just doing their jobs isn't even right. Exactly, cyberbullying is genuinely horrible. It's what drives people to these horrible things. It's why I have respect for people online. Yeah, that makes sense. And it's just like, I don't know, these people are playing characters that, like, whether written bad or good, are characters. And oftentimes, like, characters like the Joffrey one are written to be disliked.
Yeah. And, like, part of the reason he was disliked was also because Jackie Gleason played him really fucking well.
Yeah.
Like, he did a good job and his reward was being, like, harassed for it.
Yeah, which is also really sad. Meanwhile, we have characters who are, like, I don't know, toxic masculinity, nice guy characters. Thinking, like, the Joker and stuff like that. And then people are like, oh, hey, more characters we're supposed to dislike? I love it. I love it. I want to be like this guy. Which is a whole other situation. J-Hill says the worst in terms of actors and fans are WWE. There have been at least 2, maybe 3 times a WWE wrestler has had a fan attempt to kill them because of what they did in the ring as a character. I did not know it got that intense. Oh my god.
Yeah, WWE is pretty crazy.
I did not realize that. I knew people got really into it. I didn't realize the fan base, I guess, was like that intense about it. That's no good. J-Hill says one actually died from his injuries. God, that sucks. Huh. Don't do that, people. Slavic says, if I don't like some content, I just scroll, ignore, and not waste my time on hate. Yeah, I think when it's like media, unless the media is like actively harmful, I think it will deserve critique. I think anything is, it's okay to critique anything, but it is not great to just like direct hate or vitriol towards things in a sort of like harassing or like basically bullying sort of way. Like that's no good.
You know Shrek is sexist.
I know, Zach. I get it. I get it. It's like every stream we're on now, Shrek's is sexist, by the way. Shreksist.
The thing is, there's someone new in chat who might not know the story, so we do have
we're starting.
Story
Is this
again? This is
the beginning of Shreksist Gate. It's Shreksist. Shreksist. Okay, so now we have to explain that story again. Zach has an old ex who used to say that if anyone who watched Shrek was sexist.
Yep. Unquestionably.
And that's, I've gotten into it before. I'm not going to do that right now so much because I've talked about it several times before at this point. JL says, like, the amount of disgusting stuff going on with wrestling is enough to fill a full stream, but I mean, they are amazing workers and everything they're willing to do for the fans and company. Yeah, they do seem to have some really big dedication. And I've been annoyed for a long time about, like, all that stuff of, like, people being like, well, you know, it's fake, actually. And it's like,
yeah, that's like,
all right.
That's like saying, like, oh, you know Star Wars? You know that's fake, right? Like, yeah, I know. That's part of the thing.
Yeah.
Slavic says, I'd also say if you actually threaten people online, then you need help. Like, cyberbullying is bad enough, but death and SA threats is just crossing the line. People who get that get on my nerves so much. Like, SA threats, that's awful. Horrific. Bad. I think when it comes to death threats, it gets very complicated. I think a lot of the death threats we see online are gross. I'm quite indifferent when, like, I will say outright, like, I'd be okay with Elon Musk dying.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I hope Elon Musk. I hope you die.
Co-signed.
I hope you die, Elon Musk.
That is an official stance of this channel.
Yeah. But that's like an example. So like, it's like one of those things where like, yeah, I agree with you. Death threats aren't good, but also like, I have exceptions.
But also, us saying we want them to die aren't threats. We're not saying, and we're going to do it.
I'm going to kill you, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you.
I,
What about now?
Oh, well,
In Minecraft.
I would,
well, we're not doing
yeah,
actual
I would say
threats.
be
Yeah.
careful with that because very popular Twitch streamer just got banned for doing it.
Was it about Elon Musk?
It was about a healthcare worker
Interesting.
and wishing death upon a healthcare worker, and he got banned for a day, and people are pretty angry about it because
Yeah.
he's an extremist and Twitch defends that person. And
Was it like a healthcare CEO or anything, or just like a random healthcare associate?
yeah, I think it was like a CEO.
Oh, that's cool then. I'm okay with it.
Me too.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's he got banned. He's like one of the top Twitch people. He got banned for a day.
What other like supposedly extremist stuff has he been about?
This is a kind of big thing where Twitch will attack someone on one side and defend an extremist on the other side.
But what's the extremist
he-
position?
I don't know his views. I know he's a left extremist.
Well,
Good.
So when people say left extremist, a lot of people would call me and Jodi left extremists. So like I can't say that means much to me, because like people will say, oh my gosh, you're a left leaning extremist or a left extremist for wanting people to have homes and not have homeless people. So like I get a little wary when I hear people saying stuff like that, or like skeptical.
There's also this particular person is also a lot of very bad controversies with him.
Like what?
Sexual abuse. So
Yeah, that's no good. That's no good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when it comes to like healthcare CEOs or CEOs in general, like, but especially healthcare CEOs, then like I genuinely, like, if we're gonna open conversation, I think, and we can, like I said, open conversation, we can actually talk about this. I think threats to them are okay. They are evil people.
Yep.
Like, not just like they are a cartoon villain and my opinion is that they are bad. No, they are objectively evil people who are ending thousands of lives.
Millions.
Yeah. Jo says, hell, my mom went to school with a WWE wrestler. Really? Which one? Slavic says, this is why I want...
You're saying that like we know who any WWE wrestlers are.
Cameron, my brother, is like a huge fan of WWE. I have like secondhand knowledge because of that.
I didn't realize.
Yeah. Slavic says, like, Cameron used to watch like WWE constantly and then just give me like a play-by-play of like a bunch of the stuff he would see. So there are a few names I know. Slavic says, this is why I want to say I hope everything here is doing well, and I just want to let you all know that you're all amazing and you matter, guys. I'm a Canadian. We don't have horrible healthcare here. I just don't blame Americans for wanting to overthrow their healthcare CEO. Yeah, it's pretty sucky. Like, for me, it's one of those things where I get frustrated because, and like, the Star Wars segment is over. That was 4 minutes ago, by the way. So now we're just gonna be talking for a little bit. This is normally the creator cone segment, but we don't have a guest today, so it's just gonna be kind of like it's almost a just chatting stream, but maybe that'll let us get deeper into conversations. Like, to put it into like a, I don't know, a neat little package. Imagine Ikumi a burpee. Ugh, I keep burping. Sorry, I'm a little bit burpy today.
How dare.
I'm sorry. So, like...
Also, by the way, tell me to fuck off whenever you need to.
What do you mean?
Because this is like This is your podcast that I'm not usually.
No, I would like it if you were like a regular, but
Okay.
on the podcast. But you're fine. I can move the mic back if you want to be more talkative. So like I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit too, if that's the case. So like, all right, the situation is that people like Elon Musk, people like other billionaires, people who have power and don't like any oppressed people, like trans people, people of color, the list goes on. They, like disabled people, another really big one. They will say horrific things, like just awful, awful bad things, like, oh, I want all disabled people to die. Oh, trans people should be eradicated. Things like that. And then liberals will get like, oh, that sucks that they hate that. I don't like them. And then people like Elon Musk and these people in power will start actually actively getting rid of us, like making it so we are dying. Like trans people, people of color, disabled people, that is happening. We are dying because of these people. And then when that happens, we go like, you know what? I wish they would die because if they're dead, we're gonna live. We get to actually be okay and live.
Oh, but that makes you just as bad.
But
as
then
them.
the liberals will be like, oh, well, now you're being bad. Now you're like being...
You're justifying what they said about you, actually.
Yeah, you're actually like, now you're doing death threats and stuff. And it's more like, no, I just want them to no longer be alive so I can live, because what they are doing and what they want is for us to be dead, and that's what they've been going after for a long time now. But like, liberals will act as if Elon Musk, Donald Trump, whatever, are like, act like them actively killing us is equal to us just vocally saying we wouldn't mind if they were dead. Like, they're saying that, to put that even to a more simple like example or metaphor, 3 people, right? Me, Jodi, and Zach, right? Zach comes up and goes like, hey, you're trans, I don't like that, stabs me.
Zach's always known for doing that.
Yeah, no, Zach is great. This is just an example. Zach was like, you're trans, I don't like that, stabs me. And then I'm like, ow, fuck. I hope you die so I don't keep getting stabbed. And then Jodi's like, what the fuck, Pepper? I can't believe you said that.
You sunk to Zach's level.
Yeah, now you're just as bad as Zach.
I'm shooting for slander.
Exactly! That's what happens, actually, though. That's actually what happens. Because then the people in power will be like, oh yeah, I'm actively killing you, but you said bad words about me, so I'm gonna make it even worse for you. Like, that is what happens, and it aggravates me. Just as a warning, because like, I understand like death threats aren't good. I think a lot of people associate death threats, like a lot of people here don't like death threats, and a lot of people associate death threats with specifically like conservatives or
Gamergate type
or
shit.
Gamergate stuff. They associate death threats with like bad people who usually don't like trans people or queer people or disabled people or people of color, but also a lot of people who are disabled or queer or people of color, blah 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 blah, will say to sorry, it's not sorry, I got a text. What? Fuck, I lost it. I got a text that was an update about my grandfather, so I like read it for a second. Apparently he's getting a feeding tube down his nose. In any case, like, where was I? What was I saying, Jodi?
Like those people, like those conservatives and whatnot, will say these things about trans people. What you were saying?
Yeah, they will say these things about trans people and like wanting us to die and all that. And then if we voice any complaint about that or any like not polite frustration, then we're considered to be just as bad as the people actually committing crimes and evil upon us. Because we voice that we don't like that we're having crimes committed upon us. It's like oftentimes people who, and that's because like the whole death threat thing, like I said, is associated with the conservatives and stuff like that. And so when someone who is not conservatives like us voices our frustration, our anger, our rage for being killed, by saying like, I'm tired of me and the people that are like me being killed. Literally, I'm tired of us being killed. We need this to stop, even if that means that people like Elon Musk die. And then liberals will be like, well, fuck you. You're bad now. I'm saying liberals because I don't know how much Jodi talked about this around you, Slavic, but Jodi and I are both communists. So we do. We are left extremists.
We use liberal to mean like the way that Marxists use the term, meaning like people who ideologically support capitalism.
Yeah.
Which is what the term originally meant.
Yeah. We don't mean like Democrats specifically, although.
Oh yes.
Although yes, because a lot of Democrats are. Like, Kamala Harris is bad because she wanted Palestinians to be dead, and she also didn't like trans people, so, we are, like, opposed to all of that, but that's, like, a whole big conversation. One of our segments at some point is going to be political discourse on the Pep Talk podcast. Anyways, I need to read more of the chat. J Hill says, Mikhail, I think, Barishnikov was his name, but his real name was Jeff, or known in high school is Jeff the Jerkoff. Oh, wow. Jeff says, but the story is my father's friend was in a hotel room nursing a hangover when the room next door was blaring music enough to shake the room. He went over a few times telling them to turn it down, but he eventually stopped himself from trying to break the door down and later watched the people next door come out while he was checking out and in a drunken stupor lifted a soda machine together. What? And flipped it upside down. His response was that they... Like how when we do these streams, you sometimes act like you're in the chat. Do let me know if I'm talking too much, because I want you to be able to talk too, Zach.
Okay.
I don't want to take it over completely. Slavic says, rich people are evil, and that's a fact. I know I'm a bit biased, because I literally grew up in Eastern Europe, multiple countries, including war-torn ones, but, like, rich people are just evil. Rich people are evil.
Yep.
Yeah, so, like, that's why when I... Like, people will say death threats are bad, like... flat and like that's all encompassing, but I don't think death threats are all bad. Like, I care a lot less about someone threatening Elon Musk to death to the point where maybe even I'm probably okay with it. I am okay with it, than people threatening like any random trans person. Then that's when I'm upset. See, this is another thing. I hope we can make an income off of, like, being YouTubers, Jodi. Mm-hmm. And also, sometimes I worry about us ever getting popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to be popular, but I do want us to have an income. It's tough. It's tough in it. But yeah. Joe says, I mean, I luckily met good rich people, like family friends. One owns a restaurant that is the like hangout spot of the Phillies, and another worked for major companies as a numbers man. I would argue that all rich is not good, and that like people who own restaurants are like petty bourgeoisie.
Or just regular bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
But like, it's not even a matter of like, are they nice individually? It's a matter of the system, like the place they have in the system. Like they could be lovely people, like interpersonally, and still be just awful in their systemic effect.
Yeah. And that's not me saying that you should not like those family members. Like, you're fine. But if they own a restaurant, or like any business owners fall under petty bourgeoisie or bourgeoisie. I feel like I'm always pronouncing that word weird. But which means that they are to some level creating like harm. But also like and I feel like some people might take that as in like, oh, so you're saying that like my loved ones are evil and bad because they just own a business and have a restaurant. I'm not saying that, because another thing I can add actually is us all living in the Imperial Core, we also all have some degree of harm.
Yes.
Like 100%. Us just being Americans, meaning me, Jodi, Zach, J Hill, are creating harm. Like, and that doesn't mean we are bad people.
And like we benefit from like American imperialism and generally speaking like Western imperialism.
Yeah.
Like it is a power structure that we are on top of.
Like I would say You know what? I think the way I'm gonna phrase it is like, America has good people, but there are no good Americans.
Yeah, I think that's...
If that makes sense. Like, you can be a good person in America, but it can't be for being American.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you can be good for other reasons. And I think, like, in the same way that, like, those family members can be good, but not because they are rich or because they own a restaurant or a business. Because that is still a form of harm and... Yeah. Just like how, like I said, like us being people in the Imperial Core, we benefit, like Jodi said, off of the harm America does as a country to other places. We get positive things from that. It's yeah. That doesn't mean we are explicitly evil or bad ourselves. Like, all this is very complicated stuff. It's not just a black and white, like, this means we are bad. No, this means us being born here and living in here gives us these benefits that were only created because bad things happened. And that's how we end up with a lot of things where it's like, I can't fault people who are not American being like, to the, like, we say, like, I am here saying that I don't like Elon Musk. I'd be cool with Elon Musk dying. I kind of want that. To the same degree, I understand when other people who aren't American go like, I'd be okay with all Americans dying. You know? Like, I don't want to die, but also I get it when they are being actively harmed by my government. And I know they don't want me to die as an individual person. They aren't looking directly at me. They're looking at the benefits the Imperial Core and that we receive as Americans because of what's happening to them, the harm that they're receiving, and saying that they wish, basically, that... Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, go ahead. Hi, Judith. Welcome to stream.
Judith, bad timing. I'm heading out for a sec, but I'll be back.
Jodi's gonna piss. Jodi's gonna fucking piss. Are you gonna piss? You gonna piss? Lay eggs? Piss? Shit? Come? She's not answering me.
All of you above?
All the above? Oh my god. It's been almost 20 minutes for this segment. This has just been the political talk. Hi Judith, how you doing? But does that make sense though? Snacks, because I know that can be a little complicated. I know that can be weird to hear, or not something that's completely... I don't know, like, when I first heard that stuff, I was kind of, like, almost hurt by it, but it's that thing where you just kind of have to learn to recognize when things are being not described at you as an individual, but as, like, how collectively oppressors affect people who are oppressed. And, like, white people can be called oppressors. I am white, I am part of that. I'm also trans, and I am oppressed by cis people. It is just, like, this way of describing the world, not saying, like, that you are bad. Like, I like to think I'm not a bad person, but also, like, I like to think I'm a good person, but it's not because I'm white, or because I'm American, or anything like that. This says the weather here is fucking awful though. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been actually, like, kind of great here. It's cloudy and yucky out, but the temperature has been like 50, so that makes me, like, super happy. J-Ho says, I would say the only one that arguably does, like, the least level harm is the night care owner near my house who runs the entire place herself and employs only special needs adults. She runs it and has on record really that they work, but she does everything herself. Okay, see, that's good. Yeah. Like, that's different if she is, like, specifically, like, I don't know what you mean by, like, you know, not night care owner, nice care owner. Okay. So yeah, like, that's different. If she's just, like, helping people, that's a different thing. She's not, like, I mean, I don't know what her status or position is in the economic or, like, money stuff with all those people. But it sounds like she's really caring and probably, like, a good person. And once again, I want to emphasize, I'm not saying any people in these sort of situations are bad, just that these are the positions they occupy in the world. I'm not saying they're good either, just also to add that. But yeah. Anyways. The next segment would be Sunday driving, but we also don't have that. So we can also just continue to talk for another 20 minutes if we want. This is going to be basically just a talking stream. Like, there's not going to be anything specifically, whatever. Yeah, so she runs it and has it on record, really, that they work, but she does everything herself. Cafe owner, it's called Inclusion Coffee. Oh, okay. So yeah, that sounds good. There's still, like, the whole thing of, like, running a business, but also it seems like she's doing as much good as she can with that business, so that's cool. Yeah. So the next segment, yeah, like I said, Sunday driving, but we don't have that. So, Zach, how you feeling?
I'm doing alright.
Do you want to talk about what we were talking about off stream yesterday?
Which topic you were talking about?
We were talking about GTA
topic?
6.
GTA 6?
Yeah.
The
We don't have to if you don't want
debate
to.
about it? The big
Yeah,
the
like, kind of the
debate
debate, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a big debate and fight going on with GTA 6. It's been going on for quite a while because Rockstar released a statement saying that they're possibly going to remove a lot of they're probably going to censor and remove a lot of content that is considered to be offensive. And
I should look up the
there's
statement. I'm gonna look up this statement.
There's a big debate about it where, like, people are like, there's a debate that defends it, that defends censorship, and there's the debate that says, well, it's Grand Theft Auto. Why are people trying to change it? So there's a big debate about it, and I was in a call with a few friends talking about it, and my entire thing is, I'm not going to care.
Yeah.
Because the story itself, the direction the story wants to go, does not interest me whatsoever. So, if I'm gonna get GTA 6 just for online, but the story mode, I'm not gonna care because the story, whether or not they're gonna censor it or they're gonna change it or not, it does not matter. The basic plot of the story is boring to me.
So my question to you with that is, what do you mean by censor?
By certain, just like take out stuff that I guess they originally added a bunch of like stuff that is in there, and they're taking it away because they don't want to offend anyone. I believe that that's what the statement was saying.
A streamer was saying it?
The statement for Rockstar.
Okay. Oh, the statement.
I believe they had an interview about it too, where like we're going to remove things that are considered offensive.
Okay.
And I don't know, my entire thing about it is I'm outside of the conversation because the main point of the conversation is GTA 6 story mode. Again, the plot has no interest to me, so I'd rather just not play it.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to find stuff. Oh.
see if I can find it.
Okay, here. I think I found it. There's an article called Grand Theft Auto. I wish the person would link the article. 6-2. Grand Theft Auto 6 to have female hero scale back racist, sexist jokes. Okay. New York Post. Okay. Let's see what this says. This was in 2022. That's when this was posted. Says Grand Theft Auto 6's developers Rockstar Games are also reportedly abandoning the series' record of making crude, potentially offensive jokes about minority groups. The developers are being cautious to not punch down at the expense of such groups, according to the report. Previous Grand Theft Auto game. See, something I want to point out there is they're not saying where that's coming from. Like, who is saying that? Where is the statement? I still can't find a statement. I just see people talking about a statement. This is a previous Grand Theft Auto game stoked controversy both for their violent and explicit content, including letting players set murder police officers, what does that mean, commit mass shootings and have sex with prostitutes, as well as their use of humor that critics said was racist, sexist, and homophobic. We're talking about that GTA 6 stuff we were talking about last night.
I see.
Gamers pilloried the reported changes on Twitter Wednesday, pointing out that politically correct dialogue would contrast awkwardly with Grand Theft Auto's violent gameplay. No, you will treat women and people of color with respect while running them over with a tank, quote, one Twitter user wrote. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
I hate people.
Like, yeah, like, what do you fucking mean? Like, what do you mean? Oh man, I can still run people over, but I can't be racist and sexist and like homophobic or transphobic to them while I do it? Fuck. Game ruined. Still, I can't.
Which, like, also, tell me about how in GTA 5 you were able to run people over racistly. What do you mean? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, but also just like they just mean the general like racism and sexism and whatever of the GTA games in general. So yeah, I still can't find any, like, this is a similar thing to what Joe and I were talking about a certain VTuber last night, where I can't find any actual statement from Rockstar saying this game is going to be less offensive. I just see a lot of people talking about how this game is reportedly going to be less offensive, but I don't see any actual statement.
Like,
I'm not saying it's not out there, but I just can't find it.
I was in a call where someone was reading an article about it, but it's like, again, I'm on the outside of the argument. I know that they want to make the story mode about like Bonnie and Clyde stuff.
Yeah.
And they want to make it more dramatic and romantic and whatnot. And it does not interest me at all. So I'm like,
I think that's fine.
I don't care about the story.
Yeah, I can't find any statements besides.
I could try.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess someone was reading it.
Like all the stuff I'm finding about any sort of statements were from 2022, which is the thing I just read about. Oh, stretchy. Oh, stretchy. Oh, stretchy. Slavic says, anyway, how has your day been, guys? It's been pretty good. I did that commission for Zach.
I'm gonna cook us a nice dinner tonight. I'm looking forward to doing that.
Yeah. I worked on... I'm working on, like, color coding a lot of the content on the channel, actually. Because I just think... I don't know, that would satisfy me. So, like, all the lesbians love... Like, if you look at the channel, you can see that, like, all the streams have, like, this bar around them. Like this border. And all the Jodi Jar ones have purple. all of the Pepper Plays have this like pink, like salmon color one, and all the Lesbians Love one have this like magenta one, and I'm hoping to do that with all the series. So I redid a bunch of the old thumbnails for Lesbians Love to make them more consistent with their border color. So you can go to the channel and just like look for that color, and then that'll be you know what series that'll be. I think that'll be satisfying. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing today. How about you, Zach? Did Zach say he was gonna go to the bathroom or something?
No, I was going to the channel. I'm muted because I want anything auto playing.
I see.
But I've been alright today. I've been doing a lot of like cleaning up around the house, and I'm actually like not organizing, like decorating my phone for the first time.
That's cool.
I usually don't do that.
Yeah.
And I have my profile picture to pretty much all my social medias. I'm also
cool.
working on a card.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
Do you, for your, like, the profile pictures, I just gave you that, like, PNG head image. Do you want me to, like, actually, like, make a background for it? So it's not just kind of, like, standing on blackness?
I prefer PNG because it actually shows, on some websites, it'll actually just show up as PNG.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, Jodi, how about you? What have you been up to today? I see. Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Bless you.
You wish you had interesting lives to the degree I do. All of you.
Hekachi.
I've been playing Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yep.
Nice.
That's it.
That is
That's
what
my
Jodi's been
entire
doing
day.
today. Slavic says, "Yo, Pepper, are you a Halo fan?" Fuck yeah, I am. Fuck. Shit.
It's okay, Pepper.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
You're all right.
Halo was mentioned. Yes. I may be a Halo fan. Halo may or may not be my favorite piece of media in existence. Maybe, possibly.
Well, if you're not so sure about it, I don't.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you right here now. Sorry, I was talking to my bitch wife. I'm sorry. Jodi,
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, you do.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Aww. Now she's gonna beat me up later.
Sure am.
J-Ho says, "I'll never forget that GTA 5 stream, just the way the oxygen left the room during it." I do worry that, like...
That made, like, too much of an impression on you.
Yeah, I
honestly.
worry that made too much of an impression on you. Like, J-Hill, it wasn't like it was, like, super intense. Like, that wasn't, like, a huge marker or point in my, like, life as a streamer or anything like that. Like, that was just like a, oh, well, that sucks. Like, I worry that you're taking it as, like, super dramatic and, like, a dark moment, and I don't want you to worry about that. Like, it was fine. Like, even as a game, I don't even think the game is bad. I just think it's gross. And I think that stuff is frustrating. And, like, still, like, if people play that game, like, that's fine, as long as they know, they can acknowledge that stuff is happening. Like, I've even considered, since that stream, maybe I'll play it, but just off stream. Like, I still kind of want to play through the story. It's just, like, I just don't think I can... I think if I were to do it on stream, I would want to point out all the nasty stuff in it, and nasty stuff happens every other second, to the point where it's hard to do that for every single bit.
Yeah.
So, like, I just think it's more realistic to
Like,
not do it
it's
on
hard
stream.
to make content about it.
Yeah.
In the way that we would want to make content.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That doesn't mean that it's, like, irredeemably awful evil, you know?
Yeah. Jill says, no, just how I didn't expect what was said either, and I've played it like 20 times before. Yeah, it has... I mean...
Yeah, we only got that dialogue because I was intentionally crashing a bunch.
And still, the dialogue's still in the game. And that's,
Yeah.
Like, also, like...
I'm not saying that as in, like, oh, the dialogue
Yeah.
not like a... Yeah, you know.
The thing that got me more, I think, was actually on a separate... I don't remember what it was. I think we were just doing a GTA stream or something like that. just like Zach and I, and when I came across the quote unquote trans characters in the game,
Yeah.
that's the dark moment for me.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
And I didn't even say much of it about it in the moment because I was just like,
And
wow.
and after Rockstar made a big deal out of removing all the transphobia from the game, apparently, that's still there.
And that's some of the worst transphobia I've seen in a video game.
Like that was always the worst transphobia in the game, and they did not take that part out.
Yeah. They just took out the word, the T slur,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Still have all those weird like trans puns on like the mail trucks.
Yeah. Slavic says, I love Halo. I used to play Halo with a friend, or with that friend I told you about, which is quite weird because I was a PlayStation kid, and also he was like a diehard PlayStation fan, but we both loved playing. But yeah, we love playing Halo together. I love Halo. It is, like I said, one of my favorite pieces of media. That's the thing I'm a big nerd on. I could tell you every piece of lore about Halo. I play it all the time. I love Halo. Can I just call you Pepper? Since it literally means pepper? Yeah, if you
You
want.
have to use the bell pepper emoji.
No! Never. If you use the bell pepper emoji, I'm not going to reply to you. You have to use that one. Bell pepper is incorrect. I think if you say... if you say pepper, like a certain emote actually pops up on the stream. Yeah, it should.
It should.
JL says, no, just how I didn't expect what was said. Oh, yeah, I read that. And then JL also says, it sticks in my brain because it was something we all experienced for the first time. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, you said pepper. Let's see. Will it show up? Is it pepper? Do you have to say pepper? No, J Hill, no, bad. Not bell pepper. Not bell pepper.
Bell pepper.
Oh, that's the thing that pops up on the screen. Say, senpai. Maybe it's that one? Or trans? I don't know. I can do it also. Wait, let's see if either of these.
I remember that one GTA stream.
There they are. Sorry, look, that's my pepper. I'm the trans pepper. You see that? That was good. Wait.
I remember that one GTA stream where I picked you up.
Uh-huh.
And I failed the first time. I'm surprised you didn't jump out of the car. But I found a ledge that led to the military base.
Uh-huh.
And I just boosted up the ledge, jumped out of the car,
I hate you for that.
and she went to the military base.
You're such an
Yeah,
evil person in GTA.
Pepper, get down.
No!
I got rid of the car.
You just launched me into 5 stars. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna do this real quick. Oh my god, J Hill. Alright, let's do it.
And I moved the car.
Hang on, I'm about to get a big splurge of emojis on the screen. Or not? Are you trans pepper? Yeah. Yeah, I fucking am.
Both of us are.
We're fucking trans.
What are you-
We're fucking trans. I'm doing a voice. It's funny. I like doing voices.
Stop enjoying
Slavic,
things.
have you heard my deep voice yet? Someone redeem Ara Ara. Wait, no, that's not turned on.
I don't know when they would have heard your deep voice.
I'm technically trans. Cool. Nice. High five, trans. They didn't all pop up on the screen.
I am not.
Fuck
And,
you. Fuck you.
Zach, you gotta stop reminding us of
Fuck
that.
you. Fucking cis het bitch.
Whoa. Whoa.
I'm cisphobic. Hang on. I don't have it turned on. I have to turn it on real quick. Okay, now you can redeem it. What does non-binary gender fluid count as? I mean, if that can count as trans. Like, I'm a gender fluid trans woman. That's what I am. So yeah, if you are like gender fluid or non-binary, you can call yourself trans. If that's yeah.
Like, the criteria for being trans is, do you or do you not identify with the sex you were assigned at birth? If no, you are trans.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a thing here real quick. Alright, let's see. I'm typing senpai again. Alright, I'm ready for this. I'm ready. Oh. Ah. I got it. Zach just gave me like the side eye for a second. It's like, huh? Okay, yeah, now redeem RR and I can do the thing. I'll be real cool. You can hear my deep voice. Our favorite trans vegetable. I'm also a spider. That's the important thing. I don't know if you know that. I'm a spider girl named Pepper. I'm a spider girl. My spider form is more my other avatar, but that is the one you don't see on these streams. Spider vegetable. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to do a deep one. You can hear my deep voice. Are you ready? Are you ready? There you go. There was something I was saying the other day in the car using a deep voice that sounded good, Jodi. I don't remember what it was.
Me neither.
I remember it sort of like that.
Yeah.
It was like that dog or something.
That fucking dog. There's that fucking dog over there. There's that fucking dog. Look at that fucking dog over there.
Alright, Pepper.
Yeah.
I will look at that fucking dog.
Look at that
there.
fucking dog.
Alright, I'll
Look,
do it.
look at.
I'm doing
Slavic says, damn, that was like such a big voice change. I like doing voices. Since you're a new person, I get to show off a little bit. This is my normal voice.
And then I can talk like this.
And then I can do an anime and go like, meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I love doing voices. Voices are fun. Jay says, I love how it makes certain people keystroke. Yeah, me too. I like flustering people with my voices. It makes me feel satisfied. Slavic says, well, no, y'all have deeper voices than me, and I'm on the T. Well, I was on the T for a good old, what, 23 years of my life.
Well, only since puberty, not since you were
Yeah,
born.
yeah. That's true. I don't know. Then like 10 years, I guess. And I like doing voices, so I do a lot of that stuff. You're gonna enjoy Slavic. You should check out the video series on the channel, Sunday Driving, because it's me playing a cool character with a deep voice, and his name is Cryptic. And Zach's also there playing a character named Mr. Zacharoni, and it's fun.
Mr. Zacharoni.
Yeah, definitely will. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's been 20 minutes again. Now we're on the last segment of the stream called Direct to Chat, where we talk to chat.
As if we haven't been doing
Yeah,
that.
this has just been a just chatting stream.
Which, you know, that's kind of fun, actually.
I think it is good. It's good. It's nice to change things up. Are you hearing that girl moaning, Jodi?
I don't know that
Listen,
I'm hearing
listen.
it.
You hearing it?
Very faintly.
It's there, but it's quiet. Snacks, you hearing it? Slavic says, please become a voice actor. Honestly, I want to. That's like a thing I really want to do, but I don't know. It's hard to do it. So all my voice acting is usually just in my own projects. I used to have an ASMR channel, which I still kind of have, but I haven't uploaded on. If you ever want to see me do other cool characters, you can watch me be dressed up as a scary criminal in a skull mask who kidnaps and tortures you while whispering to you, if you want to watch that. Jalen says, I hear a shuddering breath. Yeah, it's there. It's like, ah.
Yeah, I heard.
Would you be interested to hear a couple of news stories?
Yes, but first I do
Well,
want to say, Slavic says, I just love chatting streams. Honestly, it's like a therapy session, to be honest. That's perfect, because it's called, the series is called Pep Talk, so, yeah. Okay, tell me the stories.
So there's a couple of news stories that happened at the same time
Okay,
involving Twitch streamers.
okay,
One of them got buried under the story got buried under the rug,
okay,
which like because the other one was a larger story, but at the same time wasn't as large.
uh-huh,
So the one that got most attention was these three Twitch streamers. They went to I guess a fair, a festival
mm-hmm,
at the pier,
mm-hmm,
Forgive me, I don't know what festival it was, but they ran across this guy who was sitting down watching their stream
Okay.
because they were doing IRL streams, and he asked them for their number, and they turned him down.
Okay.
So he spent a good part stalking them
Uh-oh.
to the point where they got scared. They asked security, and security just stopped the guy on the wrist and told him, just stop the wrist, don't do that. And walked away.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where they got terrified,
Uh-huh.
to where they started running, and he started running after them, threatening to seriously hurt them. And that's when security got involved.
Okay.
And that story got like major, and a lot of people are mad at the festival saying your security sucks.
Yeah.
If your security just let this happen.
Yeah.
Like there's parts where they tried to hide their identity, but they were still streaming.
Yeah.
So the guy was just watching the stream.
Yeah, that's
I
gross.
At the same time this is happening, another famous Twitch streamer was attempted to be robbed at gunpoint,
Okay.
and by 3 burglars
Okay.
who wanted her to open her crypto wallet
Okay.
and give money, and she told him like she has a password in a safe that she doesn't know the password.
Okay.
So they let her go to get the password. And there's video footage of this where they followed her inside her house,
Uh-huh.
and next thing you hear loud gunshots,
Uh-oh.
and the 3 burglars were running out of the house, and one was screaming at the fact that he was shot.
Oh, okay.
And both stories have good endings because all the Twitch streamers are fine.
Yeah.
The one with the house arrest, she had to go to the hospital because she got in the face with a gun.
Ugh.
But
Ow.
she defended she defended herself
Mm-hmm.
against them.
Yeah.
And the one with the 3 Twitch streamers,
Uh-huh.
they're fine as well.
Hmm.
But those got major news.
Just the first one particularly reminds me of like a TikTok thing I have been seeing for a bit now that annoys me every time, but particularly one I saw today. So there's a thing where people like to make fun of VR chat users, which is funny because we are currently in VR chat, or kind of. You are, and I'm still using my regular VTuber. But it's people will go into VR chat, and VR chat is VR. So people will go in and then like pretend to punch people or pretend to get or not pretend, but it was like will pretend to punch people and then just also like walk up into people's faces and all that stuff, like random people, and people will be like, can you like back up or like not do that please? And they'll be like, look at how cringy these people are. They think this is real. And it's like, no, they just don't like wearing VR goggles and then having you punch them and get in their fucking face. It kind of makes sense. But it's just this whole trend of like trying to upset people who use VR. And I hate it for a whole bunch of reasons. Like one of the biggest things is people talking about this thing that they call phantom sense, where it's like some people talk about phantom sense as in when I'm in VR, I get really immersed to the point where like if you touch me, it feels as if I can actually feel it. Like my mind makes me think I feel it. And that's, people are like, oh my gosh, you're making shit up. But like, that's real. Like you can see so many different scientific videos of like there's a scientific video I see like once a year where it's a guy making another guy believe that a rubber hand is his hand by just like doing like basically he covers the guy's hand and then with like a blanket and then puts another like a fake hand next to it. And then as he pokes that hand, he touches the other one to make it feel like whenever that fake hand is being touched, he's feeling it. And then he stops touching his real hand and only touches the fake hand, and that guy starts to feel it as if he's actually touching his real life hand. Like it's a real thing. But people are like, well, it's just this cringy thing made up by online people, so I'm gonna actually harass them and get in their faces in virtual reality. And then it's like they'll go into a video game or into like a world in VR chat where people have like this bar or cozy area set up where they're all just hanging out, having a little bit of a community visit or whatever, and then they'll start just being loud and annoying and be like, oh, you can't be upset at me because it's not real. Haha, they banned me. Oh my god, what losers. And it's like sure, it's not like you're walking into a real life bar, but like that's what these people are using it as. They are using it as a platform to communicate with others, where you can easily assume that means they don't have access to this sort of thing in real life. Like, I, for example, don't have many people IRL I get to see or be around, especially as a trans person. So, like, when people have their only resort is to have to be able to quote unquote fake it by going into video games and setting up this like virtual area to hang out with friends, and then you go in and go like, haha, what an idiot. You could be going out in real life. Like, some people can't. Like, and you're just going in and genuinely harassing people. The one I saw today that really annoyed me, well, like, also the Phantom Sense thing, is just how people, like, they will do that thing where they punch someone or, like, touch them or all that, and they'll be like, hey, can you stop doing that? And they're like, no, it's not real. You can't feel that. And it's like, shut up. Like, also, what about all the videos where you can see people getting scared in VR games where it's like they're tricked into thinking they're about to actually fall in real life when they aren't, because there's a floor there. Like, it's immersive. That's the fucking point of VR. So now you're just giving them immersive harassment. That's what you're doing. They're not being cringe, you're being cringe and being a fucking asshole. And the one I saw today, this is what I want to get to, is the one I saw today that I really, really frustrated me. It was a video with only like 6 likes on TikTok, and it was, the label at the top was like, e-girl has massive crash out in VR chat. And do you know how people, when you say crash out, do you know that phrase?
No.
It just means like a freak out. It just means freak out. But it's like massive was in all caps and it was the color red. It's like, oh, she's gonna have a massive crash out. She's gonna freak out massively. And then it was literally the guy walking up to her in VR chat and just going like, hey lover, can I have a kiss? And like trying to like kiss her and then like touch her and grope her.
Oh, so just sexual harassment.
It's just sexual harassment. And then she's like, hey, stop. Like, can you stop? And she doesn't even freak out. She just says stop a few times, and when he doesn't, she quits the game. And the guy goes like, ha 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 ha, yeah, what a fucking loser. And it's like, you're just sexually harassing someone. I don't know what to say. Like, are you serious? I don't know. It upsets me. It upsets me. Like, you're going into a game and sexually harassing people. And like, it's one thing to talk about that whole thing where it's like, I think back to when people would talk about, I think back to like 2016, you know, the year of years, where like news reports would be talking about GTA and how it has modded sexual harassment, and they just show a guy with a cone on his head walking around. Because they, for some reason, thought that was sexual harassment, I guess, because they, like, there was someone else who was bent over, kind of like James Randall is in some of those clips. Like, they just modded being bent over and someone else was, like, standing behind them with a cone on their head. And it's like, what? But people use that sort of framing to go like, oh, because the news network is trying to say this is sexual harassment, that's stupid. Therefore, sexual harassment can't happen in video games. When, like, yeah, it can. Like, how it's like basically become a constant mainstay that people accept that if you're a girl playing video games and have voice chat on, you're gonna get sexually harassed and get called words and flirted with and like degraded and all that stuff. And then it's moved to this point where like people will play games that are immersive to try to live real life experiences that they can't because they don't often have the ability to actually get out of the house as easily as other people do who have that access. And then people will go in and go like, oh, idiots trying to like actually enjoy your time. Stupid, I'm gonna harass you now. And then garnering a bunch of people to like laugh at them for it. So every time I see one of those VR chat videos, I have to block at them because it annoys me. Because every time, because I like VR chat videos, a lot of them are funny and fun and charming. But then there's the other half of them is once you start liking any of those, you're gonna get swarmed with these videos recommended in your feed of people harassing people, and I hate it. That's my rant. Slavic says, I'm gonna have to go soon, and the fact I'm watching this on a battery-swollen Android is not helping. Yeah, I can relate to that. Immersive cyber harassment. It's basically SA, just anonymous. Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. And sometimes, like, the fact that people... It's not even anonymous all the time. People are, like, posting this to their public, like, TikTok accounts and just getting views for it. And I hate it. It's not anonymous all the time. It's just people are actually doing it and then bragging about it. It's very frustrating.
To go with the Phantom thing, there's an entire game kind of talking about that. If you ever played, I know you played Pepper, but if you ever played Danganronpa 2, it kind of goes into the idea of that. The idea of like, if your mind thinks it's actually happening.
Yeah. And I think that one's a bit more extreme. And I mean, like, that's been a concept for ages. Like, we know that's a concept in...
That was in the Matrix.
Yeah, like, if you die in the game, you die in real life. That's always been a thing. It is a bit more exaggerated, because, like, if you die in VR chat, you're not actually going to die. But, like, your brain can be tricked into, like, thinking... Because, like, at the end of that video with the hand, the guy who made him think that rubber hand was his hand, he hits that hand with a hammer. And the guy, like, freaks out and jumps up in the air. And it's just like, yeah, he didn't actually end up feeling that pain of getting hit with a hammer. He didn't actually die, but it gave him, his brain reacted as if he did get hit. And I think that should say enough. Like, yeah, this stuff does get people. It does affect people.
Is the Matrix any good? I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it since before transition, and the couple times I watched it before transition, I actually didn't like it. I'm wondering if that'll be different now that I've transitioned, and I know it's like a trans allegory. We'll see. I do want to watch it at some point. Jo says, I luckily have only seen like the normal funny VR chat stuff. That's good. Slavic says, it's horrible. I know that friend I mentioned again got SA threats from a horrible fan base basically online on like Instagram or something. That really sucks. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that friend is no longer around. That seems like there's a lot of intense memories surrounding that friend of yours. I'm sorry that so much happened to him, and I'm sorry that like you had to watch it happen and all that stuff. It really sucks. Jo says, like, maybe people pole dancing, or maybe a pole dancing video slips in, but that really the worst I've seen in terms of VR chat content in the last 2 years. I don't think that's even bad. Like, pole dance, that's fine. I mean, people like harassing people, like people doing pole dancing on their own terms. That's fine. Like, I wouldn't even call that bad. I like seeing that. That's cool. I actually, like, I don't even use VR chat like for anything besides these streams, really. But like, it's cool actually that people have been able to express a form of sexuality through it. As in, like, people have been able to use it to, since it started, to express gender feelings, to express sexuality feelings, to create relationships in places where they aren't able to otherwise. And I think that's really, really nice. Jo says, my point was the worst I've seen is pole dancing, as in there's nothing bad I've seen. I see. So you mean like the most explicit you've seen. That's good. Slavic says, thank you. Yeah, well. So each one of these streams is usually about 2 hours long every time we do one of these episodes. We are at an hour 44. So we're closing in. I decided to add that you were the guest, Jodi, since you kind of did end up joining in a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
And someone hitting a wrong toggle on a stream. That's funny. I have my Amali avatar. That one's, and I think you can see the panties if you tried. I also have this one. Hang on, maybe we'll spend the last bit of the stream doing some hang on, let me move this over here, okay. Alright, Snacks. Check this shit out. Your whole world's about to be rocked. Dun 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 dun. It's a game. We are in VR chat. I love freaking people out. Did you draw a line in the air, Zach? Zach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the wall. Look at.
Zach was here. Is that what that said this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a mirror over here. See, look, yeah. High quality mirror. Where is it? Where's the mirror? Huh? Where's the mirror? I just did mirror. I don't see it. Oh, because it's over here. Yeah, see, look. Oh. See? Haha! I'm in 2 places at once. Look at this nonsense.
How'd you do that? How'd you do that? Who are you?
I'm creeping up on you. Hello, 2 times. I'm 2 times the pepper. If I do transparent mirror, then it looks like there's just another me in the room, but I'm larger. You know what this mirror is used for. You know what this mirror is used for, right? It's a mirror, but only if you're on the couch side of it.
It's used for seeing things.
A lot of the times you can go into VR chat and see people just admiring themselves in the mirrors. And that's what I mean by people getting to actually, like, view themselves in their bodies in a, like, a euphoric way.
Yeah. Like, when I get my my avatar, whenever I get it, which should be soon, I want to go into VR chat just to look at myself in the mirror with it.
Yeah.
Like, that just seems cool.
I'm gonna... Hang on. Hey. What's up? What's up? You are in 2 places, lol? Yeah. I'm not using the VR aspect of it, but I am, Zach! Where'd Zach go? Oh no. He's on the hunt. Ugh. I want to do that thing I do sometimes. Hang on. This will be funny. Let's see.
I will be right back. Give me a second.
Zach will be right back. Okay.
Hi, right back. I'm Jodi.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, would you look at that? Oh no. Oh, it's getting real red. It's getting very red. Why is it getting so red? Oh. You can hear myself talking in it. See? Can you hear me? I can hear myself very quietly in there. Look, it's my mouse pad. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm going. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, the darkness. Oh, the lightness. But then, the darkness again. Talking of beans. Hi, non-bean. Welcome to the stream. You went skiing yesterday. Nice. I'm just going to be on the TV in the game. That's what I'm going to do now.
I have returned.
Welcome back. I'm taking a shower.
Welcome back, have returned.
That doesn't work that way.
I'm under a pier.
You're under a pier. Ooh, I can actually take a shower. Hang on. Or is it gonna be a tub? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now it's gonna look like I'm watching porn in here. Zach, are you watching porn in here?
What?
Zach, are you watching porn in here? Zach, are you watching porn in here? Wow, I
Not
can't believe
today.
this. Zach, are you watching porn in here? This is great. It's an infinite
Not
paradox. How long will it go on? That's gonna be a lot, isn't it? If I do this. Oh. Oh.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, if I keep going. I just want it to repeat. I want it to like be going into each other.
Long boy, it's
It's
me.
me. What's this?
Hey, loser. Well, you call me loser.
Look at all that bouncing.
Yeah, I'll call you loser, Pepper.
Seizure effect? Oh, jeez. I don't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Oh. Wait, where'd the ball go? You wanna play... cup ball? You wanna play cup ball?
Pepper, that's called beer pong.
Cup ball?
Okay.
Oh. Shit. Where'd it go? Did it go in my own thing? Oh, it did! Well, I guess you win this round.
There you go.
What was that
There
say?
you go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, good.
Pepper. Eat some pepper. Eat the pepper.
Oh god, stuck in the door.
3D pepper. I'm coming, Zach! I'm gonna come!
There you go.
I saved you. You're saved forever now. Wait, I hear the TV. Someone's saying they're gonna come. Yeah, see? Someone said they want to come. Hang on.
I'm in the void. I'm in the dark abyss.
Oh?
Come here. In the bathroom.
Hang on.
Come here.
Oh, you're in the bathroom. Okay, which bathroom? I think there's like 10. Wait, not this one, right? No.
Up the ladder.
Up the ladder. I'm going up the ladder. Up the stairs.
Stairs.
Oh, it's over here too.
Up the ladder.
Up the ladder. I'm going up the ladder.
Yeah, around there.
Oh, around here.
Yeah, around there. No.
Oh. Hello, Pepper. Soap.
Oh,
Oh, is it this room? Oh dear.
no, it's right here.
Oh, is it this room?
Where are you?
I don't know. I'll go to the main room. I'm gonna come.
I'm in the other house.
The other house? The person on this show just said that she's gonna come.
Where are you? I'm in the garage.
You're in the garage. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hello. Up here?
Okay.
Right here?
Uh-huh.
The void!
Yeah, there was a different void too. There's multiple voids. Oh no. Well, this is it for me. Oh, jeez.
So since we're kind of heading off to an inn. I will say Pepper did a great job on the commission. A very good job. And I
Thank you.
recommend her if you need commissions. Do you
Thank you
still
so
do
much.
commissions? Do you still do them?
Yeah.
Okay, I recommend her.
Thank you.
So yeah, hit her up.
Look at my boobies bounce.
She did a very good job.
They're coming out of my shirt a little bit. Just hearing the character moan while that was happening. You coming up here to see my boobies bounce?
So ooh.
There's a view. Anyways, you should end the stream.
Okay.
Thank you.
I should end it?
What?
Did you say you should end the stream?
I said I should end the stream.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, thank you very so much for watching. You're all wonderful people. I love you so much. If you'd like to support the channel, please consider becoming a member. If you do, get special benefits like emotes, badges, shoutouts, and the ability to join me on the stream or in my Minecraft realm. Oh yeah, I hear that. Oh. Ugh.
Why does it look like that?
It's becoming so crispy.
Deep fried.
It's deep fried pepper. Oh. Anyways, it's nice for one today. This is normal length for a podcast episode, though. Anyways, let's see. Thank you to my tier 1 grub, Shiny Warrior Wolf, and Non-X, my tier 2 treat, Pie the Queen of Orange, my tier 3 full tummy movie star. Your support helps me live, helps me be alive. Oh, teleport video player. Helps me be alive. What does that mean? Teleport audio source. Yeah, whatever. Wait, Lychee. Hey Lychee, hey Skya, hey Kloon, hello Knife. Hello Molly, hello Seltzer. You're gonna watch Strawberry play some games? Oh, Kerbals, I see. Yeah. If you want to support me in other ways, you can consider joining through Super Chats or Streamlabs. If you do, it helps me survive very much, and it means a lot to me. And it'll also go towards that donation goal you see at the top of eating the world's hottest chocolate. Otherwise, you can just check out my Blue Sky and Discord server in the description below. Please follow Zach as well. The link to his Twitch is also in the description. Thank you for watching this good old this week's pep talk. I hope you got some stuff out of it. Next time we'll be talking about what is it called, Jody?
What?
Episode 2? What's it called?
Attack of the Clones.
Next time we'll be watching Attack of the Clones. Here we go.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, says Jody, apparently, for some reason. You adamantly hate that one, it seems.
I really do.
I'm gonna bounce my boobs for a little bit before I go. Boob bounce, boob bounce, boob bounce, boob bounce, boob bounce.
I found a second house.
I can hear it.
Another house.
I can hear someone bouncing their boobs. We found a second house?
Oh, it's a trick.
Oh, okay. This is a really big house. Anyways, I'm going to lower myself into the sea as we end this one here. So, I love all of you. Tomorrow, I accidentally did the schedule weird, but tomorrow, because I meant to do the Lesbians Love on tomorrow, and then the other thing on Friday, but I accidentally did it backwards. So I'm going to be doing Prey tomorrow. I'm going to be doing Pepper Plays tomorrow, so see you there. Friday will be Lesbians Love, where we're going to be doing Okami, Saturday Minecraft, Sunday Jodi Jar. Look forward to it. I love all of you. I'm going to lower myself into the sea now. Goodbye. Goodbye, bye-bye. Goodbye, bye. I'm shaking my head, but you can't see me. I'm like Jodi. Hang on. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Hey, Zach. Whoa, why are you all red? Up. Do I hear loud splash sound?
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Bye. Whoa, it's like a loop. It's like a time loop. I can never actually drown. It's just splash after sploosh after splish after splash after sploosh. Okay, bye everybody. That already happened. It's telling me there was a donation, but that already happened.
WELP since I
Hang on.
sent you the recipe, here's the money for the spaghetti.
Look, it's Zach watching the end credits of the stream. That's the end of the stream. Ah, shoot, never mind. I'm back.